All right, and with all of that done, I'm going to be beginning the stream now. What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to filming for BrickBob Films, the camping episode, continuing our work on our sea creatures. Permission to come aboard granted. So, everyone, I don't have a lot of time today, but I figured that I had a few hours and I would want to get a little bit of filming done. We had amazing progress on our sea rhinoceros yesterday. I'm gonna try and share this footage over on my Patreon or just something for the members, but as you can see, I know it's hard to see because the panel's a bit small, but sea bear is looking, excuse me, the sea rhinoceros is looking amazing. I find usually, like, since I tend to do a lot of animating at night, kind of late into the night, I'll see the end result and just kind of be like, huh. But then I'll wake up the next morning and I'm like, oh my God, this looks amazing. So, we're going to continue. I'm still not quite used to having like my camera suspended in midair. I'm so scared it's going to fall. But the show must go on. So, what's up, everyone? Welcome. Yeah, looks like we're all good to go. I did reset the membership goal. I feel like at some point I want to have like some kind of a long-term goal where like saving up to get a new desk because like this is a good desk. I'm not saying it's bad, but it's very old and the motorized desk is the way to go. But I'll figure that out later. Right now, we got filming to do and I only had the afternoon to do it, so we must be swift. This is rather urgent, and I'm also going to be going away at the end of the month, so I don't want to dilly-dally too much. So I already let everyone know about BrickBob Films. Over on that channel, I let them know about this stream so they can join in later if they would like. But in the meantime, thank you guys all so much for joining, and we're going to get ready to begin. Yeah, the anti-sea rhinoceros undergarments. Also, make sure that if you are watching this in the great outdoors, you draw a circle in the dirt and situate yourself in the middle of it. Also, for those of you who have not seen, I am going to send you guys the link to the publication that went live yesterday that I did with animeclay.com. So, now, although it is unusual and out of character for me to ask you to leave my stream, if you guys could all do me a huge favor, please hop over to the link in the chat, animeclay.com, the interview that I did with them, drop a like, and give it a read. It was a really, really excellent interview. They're really good people. And if you want to learn a little bit about how I got started doing animation, I think that this interview is going to be for you. But hop over to animeclay.com. You can find the link in the chat. I'm going to pin it. Shout out to our international viewers from across the pond. Hello? Did I pin the right message? Oh, okay, looks like we're good. All right, so I'm going to orient us to where the sea bear sequence starts. I have a little note. Somewhere. Where are you? Oh, wait, there it is. Boom. But yeah, if our sea rhinoceros is anything to go off of, I think that the sea bear is going to look absolutely incredible. And we're going to find out right now. So with all that said, give it up for day 16. Where I put the clapperboard? My room is such a wreck right now. So everyone, this is the filming for BrickBob Films, the camping episode, day 16. I'm gonna start the work clock right now. Production, there we go. All right. And before I just start like seriously filming frames, I'm also going to take one last look at Adobe Premiere to make sure that the sea bear is keying outright. Because what's going to happen is we're filming the sea bear and the sea rhinoceros independently, and the backdrops are going to be keyed out in post. But because of that, you want to make sure that the color is as different, the backdrop color is as different from the puppet as possible. For the sea rhinoceros, hold on a second. So like the sea rhinoceros is a very blue violet color. It's harder for the program to distinguish it from blue. So I filmed this on a green backdrop, as you saw earlier. And also a mistake that I made, like the first time I like used ultra keying in Adobe Premiere for a project, like make sure that you do not use, for instance, blue lighting, because I have a colored light off in the corner. You do not want to be using a blue colored light for lighting the shot, because that's just going to ruin everything. And I figure if I use the magenta, we shouldn't have an issue, because we had this violet clay right here, but the magenta should key out better. It's just a bit easier for the program to distinguish it from the backdrop than the violet clay. Oh, yeah, okay. I can put the sea bear's like face up on. Oh, wait a minute. Actually, I have an idea. So I have a little bit of space on my monitor. So I'm gonna pull up the original episode kind of as like a storyboard. Not that I'm gonna copy it completely. It's just something to like kind of keep me oriented. Like, oh yeah, this is what, like it serves as like a template, and I can input like my own little personality into it, you know? SpongeBob Sea Bear. Gonna mute this. To answer your question, why am I filming so early, streaming so early? It's because I'm going to be busy this evening and I have a few hours to film, so I just want to do it now. I don't want to wait, because this month is going to be flying by so quick. I think to start us off lightly, I'm going to try doing an idle animation. Just like a simple like walk cycle or rather swim cycle animation. So here's the thing, because the sea rhinoceros is swimming, he chases Squidward on the left-hand side of the screen. Left-hand side. He chases Squidward off the left-hand side, but then when he goes away, he's going to be traveling from left to right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to mirror the footage in post for when he swims away. You feel me? And I'm going to just... I think I'm just going to have to add in keyframes. Yeah, I'm going to have to add in keyframes in post. But the animation itself is going to be done by hand. So, bear with me. Have I ever considered painting Lego figures for custom characters? Nah, there's like, I remember when I was a kid, I'm also going to turn on the remote. I remember when I was a kid, like me and some of my friends, we would paint on or draw on our Lego characters, but like it looks horrible. Me, I do like I like my characters in my films to look like officially produced. That I'm trying to think what the word is. Like Legos are so smooth and like and geometric, and I feel like drawing on them really clashes with their overall very clean and mass-produced appearance. Sorry, I'm I drank like 3 glasses of water already, or 4. Wait, what is? It's 32 ounces, but chia seeds. They make you thirsty. All right. So I think we're good to go. Now, important thing for me just to get us started is just making sure that the sea bear's face looks right. I want him to look so grumpy. Now, as you can see, we kind of gave him a bigger head. Uh, yeah, so the sea bear looked different up until last night. If you want to see what the sea bear looked like before, because his head completely has changed shape, if you want to see what he looked like before, there's actually a picture in the article that I have pinned. So take a look at that when you get the chance. This is the one time that you have permission to temporarily leave my stream. Greetings, welcome to the stream. Check out our mouths. Some of them. Have I ever thought I'm making a new Lego series without SpongeBob? Oh, no. Nah. Nah, to be frank, like, I just do... The only reason I do Lego animations is because of BrickBob films. If, like, otherwise, I just wouldn't... I wouldn't animate Legos at all, probably. Not because I don't like animating Legos. There's a lot of awesome things that you can do with Legos. It's just not my preference. I would much rather kind of make the stuff by hand. I think I need another eyelid. Just to give him more of a scowl. Yo, what's up, Beetlebug? Welcome to the stream. Yeah, in the article you get to learn about my origins a little. My humble beginnings when I was like, gosh, 6 years old. All right. Um, I don't I don't quite I don't like too much of the shine that I have coming here over on the right. Granted, I don't know what the actual lighting in the scene's going to exactly look like. Okay, so you guys, I'm getting a little more of like this shadow here, but that doesn't mean I want the footage of the sea bear to be dark. I want it to be, uh, I want to make sure the exposure isn't compromised too much. Like, let's take a look. Okay, so I like how this looks. I think I'm just gonna just crank the exposure just a little. Oh, that's over 2 seconds, by the way. Before we were just under 2 seconds, now we're over 2 seconds. Focus looks good. We're shooting with a 55 millimeter prime lens. This makes me think of Conker's Bad Fur Day. Lighting is so important, but it's like you're never gonna get it completely perfect. Like you always fall in love with the final footage after it's released, you know what I mean? After it's done. That reminds me of the talking fish toys you put on walls. Yeah, maybe I should install a little voice box into these when I convert them to statues and make them sing the campfire song. CAMPFIRE SONG song. I feel like this looks pretty good for the claw. I don't want him to be like this when he's swimming away neutrally. Like this to me looks more like like relaxed, like oh he's swimming. But I want his arms to be forward, or arm rather, when he's like getting ready to chase, you know? This looks more neutral to me. Because in the original animation, like the sea bear's arms, like they just hang down low. Oh god, this is so cool. I love this. I love bringing stuff like this to life. This is going to be a loop. Oh, you like the colors? Thank you. I'm I love color in my films. Whether it's cartoony, goofy, happy, gleeful, scary, or nightmarish, I love color. Yeah, stop motion films usually tend to be very like gritty and dark and gray, desaturated because like, that was something that Tim Burton like popularized. But nah, I even though there are so many things I like about Tim Burton's like stop motion contributions, I love color. Actually, as some of you would recall, Tim Burton's like earlier work had a lot more color. Like Hansel and Gretel, for those of you who've seen it, it's a very obscure project. That's like a very like garishly colored film. Leading with the head. Whenever you make stop motion clay figures, the wire's too stiff compared to the clay. So the clay squishes completely and you can never get a pose without it looking bad. Okay, well, let me give you a little, some advice. You are probably using the wrong wire. So hold on a second. Okay, Beetlebug, look at this. You see this? Use this. This will solve your problem. You need to make sure, sorry, it's a little bright. You need to make sure that you're using the right wire. So keep in mind, I have a whole bunch of different wire, but what you specifically need is armature wire. So this is 1/16 inch, 32 feet of armature wire. This will solve your problem. Screenshot this and use it. Buy some. It's very cheap. Now, if you're specifically having trouble with hands, because fingers are the worst. Fingers are absolutely the worst when it comes to like clay on wire. So here's what you do. Hold on a sec. Oh, stuff is probably gonna fall out of my closet. I don't care. Buy some of this. This stuff is more expensive, which is really annoying, but this is excellent for hands. I talked about this in some of my previous videos, but use this. Sugru moldable glue. It's a really great solution if you're looking to do stop motion hands, but you don't want to have to like pour silicone, make a mold, and you don't, that's a process that's like its own specialty. If you use those materials, you're going to be all right. Okay, so far this is looking a little bit too stiff. I'm a little stiff right now. We got to loosen up. But because the sea bear is going to be traveling across the screen with the keyframes in editing, I need to make sure that the stop motion itself, the swim cycle of the sea bear, I need to make sure that it's big enough to see. You know what I mean? Okay, this is more like it. It's a bigger motion, but it's gonna read better on camera. What clay do I use? Van Aken Plastilina. And I also use something called Puppet Putty. They're both great options for clay animation. This body is not modeling clay. This is super sculpey firm. This is rigid, it's baked, it's hard, it cannot move. But the head and the arm, these are Van Aken Plastilina. Get yourself a good modeling clay that you like, and that stuff, if you use it right and take care of it, you can use it like literally forever. Like some of the clay that I have, I've been using for like 10 years. It's like an everlasting clay. on a second. I need to adjust this. Of course. You're very welcome. Yeah, this is coming from someone who's made every mistake in the book. You're all right. You've been watching my videos that long. Hey, well, it's good to have you here, man. Thanks for sticking by me. Thanks for being here. Yeah, I'm still trudging along, but you guys make it happen. I'm just glad that I now have like the technical proficiency to like show you guys this much behind the scenes. Okay, so we have what the? We have one. He kind of nudges forward. The sea bear is going to get like very animated and big and loud, but this, just a little bit more subtle. And for reference, I'm going to copy that first frame just so I have something to work to. Did I first use this technique with Mr. Magic? I, huh. No, I wouldn't say I did, but I will say that Mr. Magic was the first time that I ever tried to do like I put up a big set where suspended my camera in the air for like a whole day and did this whole tiered thing. Because keep in mind that I have done top-down stop motion animation before, but what I used to do was like before I had this new rig, this mount, where I can easily just put the camera upside down, I would like I had to extend my tripod like all the way and like basically like situate myself underneath the tripod in order to animate the character. It was not an ideal setup. It's hard to explain. I would have to show you a picture. But that was one of the reasons why I was like, okay, I think it's a good idea to buy an overhead mount rig because I feel like it will encourage me to do more top-down animation because doing top-down animation like this does solve the biggest limitation of stop motion, and that's gravity. You know? Because I'm not fighting gravity right now. And because of that, I can move the sea bear very free. Okay, I'm gonna need more space. Can I cheat a little bit? See if I can kind of join it together. Yeah, it's the arm. Takes a bit of figuring out. Hmm. I gave you some motivation to do something with clay today. That's awesome. Yeah, well, yeah, I mean that's the point of these live streams, you know? That's the point of my films in general, but like with the live streams, I feel like I'm able, you guys are able to see the nitty-gritty of like, oh yeah, this is what it's actually like doing this kind of work. Like this is the end result is great, sure, but this is what needs to go into it. Yeah, I love when people are in my streams and they're like, "Well, gotta go, gotta gotta do my film that I'm working on," or "Oh, I'm listening to this while I'm working on my film." That makes me so happy. Especially like I remember being young and watching the stuff and being like, "Oh, I want to do that." We imitate what we want to do. We aspire to that. And I want people to look at this work and be like, "Oh, I want to do that too. I can do that too." Let's see if I can do this. Let's see how close we are. If I make it less subtle. Biggest problem here is the arm, honestly. Hmm. I have another idea. This is the same sound effect that I use for hibernation Sandy when she was chasing after SpongeBob. Your parents bought you a green screen and colored lights. Well, look, it's nowadays it's easier now more than ever to like work with a green screen. Like these the means for learning how to use and just using these tools period, it's like more accessible now than ever. Oh, go for it. The scene where Squidward gets the gasoline trap, you know it. Why was that scene deleted? Because fire bad, like what? They didn't want to teach kids how to become pyromaniacs. they thought kids would play with gas and matches. That makes sense. Gosh, I remember being a little kid and like seeing all the PSAs for like don't play with fire and like if you're walking down the street and like a stray dog comes up to you. I don't know why this was a thing, but like yeah, like if you're walking down the street and a stray dog comes up to you, that you just stand like really stiff, just stand, dog smells you and then the dog just kind of goes away. Takes me back. Lego Breaking Bad. Lego Breaking Bad's gonna go so hard. When will it be made? Right now, baby. I'm filming Lego Breaking Bad right now. This is all just a. This has all been an elaborate ruse. This whole camping episode, BrickBob Films nonsense. This is all a hoax. I'm actually working on Lego Breaking Bad right now. I'm voicing all the characters, by the way. My Skylar White impression is honestly like I sound more like Skylar White than Anna Gunn does. You guys aren't ready for Lego Breaking Bad. I feel like at this point they should do like a Lego, like an officially licensed Lego Breaking Bad set. I'm always hearing nowadays about how like Lego's just like mainly for adults, like so they're just making really expensive sets. Like even the new Lego SpongeBob set's like over $200. Clay is fatiguing a little bit. So, one second. Let me just see how this looks. Oh, I honestly, if okay, like if I were to do a Krusty Krab episode, like I would be more inclined to do That's No Lady instead of Just One Bite. Because I feel like there's not really much that I can add to Just One Bite aside from the obvious production quality increase. Okay, I think this will work. I think this will work.
Squidward, are you okay?
Okay, so as you can see, we have our little loop animation. Now, the reason that I kind of ended up creating the loop at the, like when he launches forward, it's because it's easier to kind of connect there when there's a lot of motion happening, like when there's a big step, rather than trying to create a smooth looking loop when there's all those subtleties going on. It meshes better.
Squidward,
So that will be our loop for when he's going back and forth.
Squidward, are you okay?
The heck are the notes? There we go. All right, now we're gonna get to the part where he's revealed. Oh yeah. Is Lego an instrument? I don't think so. First time hearing of it. Oops. Are we looking? All right, let's make him move. I'm gonna give him a little float animation, like kind of like Mr. Magic. Oh, you did a 24-hour long like animation challenge? That's awesome. That sounds sick. There's this film festival happening a little ways from where I am where it's called like the 48-hour film project. And I mean, I went to it last year. It seemed really cool. I didn't make a film, but I knew some people who made a film, and it seemed really cool. And I thought like, oh, I should do it like a crazy stream where I like make an like I would make a film for that film festival and submit it and just see what happens. But you know what? It's like I knew that I was going to be busy with, well, let's see, I was wrapping up Popeye at the time, but I knew that I was going to be busy doing this. And I feel like I would rather just kind of like put the time and effort towards this for you guys. Still, it was like a cool thought, but the main thing for me was that I was looking at like the guidelines, and it seemed like the minimum length of the film had to be like 4 minutes. And I'm like, geez, making 4 minutes of animation in 48 hours is just so brutal.
No, like that. No, like that.
Is it is it scarier if the bear doesn't move at all? I'm like trying to feel this out.
No, like that. No, like that.
Oh, do I ever plan on making any more Earthbound figures? I don't think so. Nah, I don't think so. I'm not like opposed to it, but I don't know. It's like there's so many things I'm doing, and I already like have kind of decided to like focus in on the animation. I'm not like against the idea of making more Earthbound figurines, but it was one of those things where like I was making them because there was high demand for them, and also like I was getting private commissions to produce some, but like they weren't officially licensed or anything. And like it's doing like making and selling sculptures en masse is way different than doing something like animation, because this whole animation thing, like these are digital products. This is media. When it comes to things like media, you don't have to worry about inventory and uh, having things in stock, being able to mass produce stuff, making sure that you're not going to get stuck with a bunch of stuff that like no one wants to buy. Like there's just a lot of different, it's very different. For me, it makes a lot more sense to like kind of get hooked up with like a company and sculpt for them rather than do it like independently. But yeah, it's like you only have so much time. I think like doing doing those like sculptures and stuff like that, that was like coming out of like the whole, COVID era and when I was taking a break from animation. So that was like a side project, but it wasn't something that I like leaned in on. It also just so happened to be a skill set that has a lot of carryover into animation. The animation that I do anyway. Why is the head ripping? Hello? Yeah, this is one of the reasons why you like to have a hard head and soft eyes and mouth because then you don't encounter problems like this. What did I just do? Yeah, it's like Cocaine Bear. The purple eyes like give him like a demented look. Oh, that looks good. That reel back. Yeah, I like having the arm and the head organically planted on the body because now I'm able to do things like work with the gravity of, oh yeah, his body's moving down so his arm's moving up and all that follow through and stuff like that, yada yada animation. I can have him like, so you see his tail is starting to kind of move forward before the rest of his body. Remember, everything moves because of something else. There's that like the primary animation is the body moving in the head, but the secondary animation is the arm kind of moving around following, it's secondary to how the body's moving. He's not leading with the arm yet. I don't have like a smaller mouth, unfortunately. So it's gonna be a little more sudden, but that's fine. Also, to everyone here, make sure you drop a like. Let's crush that algorithm. I'm trying to think what to do with his eyes.
Huh? Huh?
Oops. Nah. I feel like I can make him. You know, like, I wonder if I should do anything with his eye. Make him look more freaky. I'm just looking at my concept art. Drop a like, everyone. I mean, the sea bear is looking great. I'm just like, that's the thing when you're filming a stop motion scene, you still like have the option to do all these, make these little decisions. Want to try something? Do I ever listen to music while I do stop motion? I mean, occasionally. I usually have movies or TV shows playing in the background. But no, I've listened to music while doing stop motion. Let me see. Where's my Sharpie? I have an idea. Magic markers, baby. It's gonna look great. This is gonna look like Judge Doom from Roger Rabbit. The red eyes. Such a good movie. Also, I think if I use black Sharpie, it might show up better on camera than if I use clay. Maybe I'll make that line thicker. Dang it. Got some red Sharpie on my fingers. Oh well, I'll live. The bloodshot effect of, yeah, yeah, survival of the idiots. Yeah, I remember that. See that? Smile, darn ya, smile. It's a great world after all. Smile, darn ya, smile. And watch Lady Luck pay you a call. Things are never black as they are painted. Time for you and joy to get acquainted. Smile, darn ya, smile. For there is nothing that you cannot overcome. Smile, darn ya, smile. And when the clouds part, you too will find the sun. Life is really only what you make it. Stand right up and show 'em you can take it. How's that look? Um, I like it, but I don't like his right eye. That's better. Perfect. Now that's scary. Let's go scare somebody. You know, figure this is his time to shine. This is his big moment. Might as well make it all that we can. No, he has to be going forward more. And we're gonna have a close up of him growling too. Can't wait to see the final animation. Me too. It will be worth the wait. And think about it. Once it's out there, it's gonna exist forever, you know? Yeah, I just remember like after last year and looking back on all the stuff I did for BrickBob Films, I was like, man, the clay animation looks so sweet. And people really like it. So I figure why not do more of it? too much. Mm. That's so weird looking. All right, let's see how this growl is coming along. Yeah, 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 yeah. I don't know why he's nodding. Maybe I can break it up. That's pretty good. Okay, wait. So here's what I'm gonna try doing. I'm gonna take off this lens and use my zoom lens. Ugh. Let's see. Oh, there it is. Okay. All right. Very carefully. so not used to having my camera hovering above glass. So scary. And the puppet that I spent days working on. Now, let's see. We get nice and close. Is that as close as we can go? What? No way. This is as close as we can go? I suppose I could adjust the height of the thing. I'm going to adjust the height of the overhead rig. Oh, I'm so scared. I'm just not used to having, like, my trust. Uh, ugh. I'm just so scared having my camera up. Which way do I go? Okay. All right. Bit closer, bit closer. Uh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Is that it? I think that's it. I think this will do it. I kind of wish I did this at the end, not gonna lie. I kind of regret doing this now. I would have preferred. Because now I'm gonna have to set this up again. That's my fault. Oh well, what can you do? Well, get back. We can get like harsher lighting. Uh. Ooh, that's scary. I just turned this down a little. Okay, this light, the colored light doesn't seem to be doing much. What's it hitting? What if I had a very shallow depth of field? We're at 2 seconds. Someone remind me that. Excuse me, 2 second shutter speed. Okay, maybe a little, we don't have to have it that open, but look at that detail over here. Oh, that's kind of cool. Let me try. Oh, hold on a second. Oof. Gotta, let me cook. Let me cook. Okay, I'm liking these shadows. The shadows are working. I'm just wondering if I could get a little bit of like a highlight on the edges. And I'm also going to play around with this light. If I turn this down a little, might be able to have some stronger lighting. Is pretty cinematic looking, if I do say so myself. I'm gonna need a little bit of clay to hold that light in. And I think I might get my other colored light. Because I got a new one with a better base. I have two now. Yeah, the old one was just annoying me so much. It had that remote I always had to look for. And let me get my other light. Ugh. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, we're doing, this is like our hero shot, except it's more of a villain shot. You get the idea. Ugh. All right, let's see. I don't think this is going to be our color. I don't want it to be on the blue side because that could be bad. That could cause issues in editing. Ooh, wait, whoa, look at that. I kind of like that. This isn't a long shot, by the way. Oh, I kind of like that gold got going on. It's just a little something extra. How are we doing? No. Just trying to see if I can make it harsher. Come on, what do you need? Maybe increase depth of field a little bit. Elongate the exposure time. Oh, this looks so sick. I have a little bit more of the body in the shot. Still close up, but, you know. This is so much fun. Oh boy. This is what it's all about right here. No, oops, I touched the wrong ring. I kind of like it when it's closer like this, honestly. All right. All right, what do we need? What do we need? Hmm. It's finding the right balance of everything. Okay, that looks pretty sick. It's just obviously too dark. It's very tough, but it's a bit too dark. So let me just see if I can add a little. Oh, wait. That's pretty cool. Okay. All right. I'm liking the shadows here and the light coming up underneath there. I want to keep those shadows in that harsher light. So I might have to do what am I doing? I'm messing with the wrong light. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna darken that. Which should give us that. I'm gonna That's a bit too much if I eliminate that light completely. All right. And oops. If I bump up the exposure time. Okay, maybe not the exposure time. What if I widen the aperture? Or yeah, because then the lighting for the backdrop is gonna get really bright. Oh god, this is so annoying. Hold on a second. Stupid freaking thing. I'm off target. I just want to mess with the aperture ring. Oh wow. Okay, this light is like completely changing the color of the underneath the backdrop. That could be a problem. It's making it more green. So, if I Huh, very different. I feel like this one was kind of I feel like that first one was kind of good. That's why I like to keep a log of all the different variations. All right. I'm not hating this light, but I'm going to turn it off. I think it's just a little too much. That did not turn it off. Okay. Okay. This light going off. All right. I like the concentration that we have on his face. Let's keep rolling with that. Okay, so I'm going to give him drool too. Oops. I don't think this light can go any lower. Yeah, I can't. I just want a little bit on the edge of his face. Because I just feel like his face is disappearing a bit too much. Shoot. Dang. This is tough. I guess just in case, I may go with this version. Because I can add more contrast in post, but I can't take away like this shadow in post. I can't. All right. Where's that drool? I have to have it on deck somewhere. Oh, here it is. Got our hair gel. Smells pretty good. I'm I am in dentist mode right now. It's such a mess. Oh, actually, I forgot to do a little test in Adobe Premiere. I'm just going to do that really quick. It would be a shame to animate this whole thing and then like have to fight with it in post. I tend to do object masks these days too. Okay, I think we can work with this. Uh, How are we looking so far? Oh God, this is so sick. Oh my God, dude, this is so unbelievably menacing.
Huh?
Oh, the spit is so disgusting. I say we need more. More, more, more. We're gonna. What I do is like I'm putting globs of it at the top and just kind of working it down. It's like the same thing that I did in that clay crumbling in the tomato patch animation. I know, I'm fighting for my life here. Gosh, yeah, it's so much work doing this. It's so much work. Why do I do this? It's about the art. No, I moved him too much. Oh boy. Please consider becoming a channel member. I'm animating sea bears, so you don't have to. Oh, I had the spit move a little too abruptly. Oh well, that's fine. This is so crazy. Roll it on down. In the mailbox. Oh God, it's so nasty. Wait, when does this end? Is that how long it is? Maybe I'll make it longer, honestly. This is like, I can't, I feel like this is cutting it too short. Shoot, I just might keep going, even if I go a little bit over the time, because I'm just loving this so much. Yeah, and like I don't know, because I'm not filming the sea bear on set with like the Lego characters, I'm able to go for like this excessive amount of detail. Draw a circle. I love animating spit. I mean, like, so you guys see what I mean by like the workability of the hair gel. Like it's, I mean, it's wet, but you can like you see how well it holds its form, you know? What's my favorite part about stop motioning? Precisely what you see now. Cause like everything else about like a lot of other things about, you know, our world, our civilization, work, interaction, a lot of the things that we do involve you, you know, being in front of a screen. Now, of course, it's like there's a reason for that. Like it's, you know, it's like every other aspect about my work requires me to be in front of a screen, whether I'm posting or even doing something like drawing, like I draw on a screen usually. But this is like one of those few things that's very grounding feeling because I'm not Like, even though I have screens up right now, my camera, my computer, my monitor, the main focus right now is me working with a live puppet and watching it come to life on screen. There's just something so gratifying about being able to touch something and know that it's real, you know? I don't like writing, drawing, posting, speaking with people a lot of the time. Like, so many things in life require you to be plugged into a screen, but this is like one of those few things where it's like it's hands-on, it's kinetic, it's fulfilling, it's amazing, and I don't feel the urge to like check my phone every few minutes. You know what I mean? It's exciting. I remember the animator and filmmaker Adam Elliott, like he said the same thing. Like one of the reasons he loves stop motion so much is that he loves that you can just interact with it physically. You don't have like a barrier in between you and the subject through a screen. Like how amazing is it? Like I'm creating digital media, but it's by doing something like this where it's just like this is cool. I think we're about done for this. I think that might be it. The Squidward scream. I'm like enjoying this too much to stop. Oh, it's already 5:30. Dang. I'm streaming for 2.5 hours. Oops. Well, forgot to move him. Awesome. I think that'll do it for the drooling shot, I think. Let's see. Yeah, I think we have to that has to be it for the drawing shot. That looks amazing. Because I remember watching what just happened to my camera? Hello? Wait, guys, how long has my camera been out of focus? Wait, what? Uh, what? Hello? Hello? Wait, what? Wait, why is my camera doing this? What did I didn't interact with it. I have no idea. Wait, hold on. Okay, I don't know what that was about. Whew. Yeah, I no, I looked at my little display on the camera. I was like, why is it so blurry? And then I looked at my monitor. I was like, whoa. Okay, but so here's the thing. When talking about the animation, in that clip from a claymation Easter, and the dog is drooling, you can see like globs of not sweat of drool starting at the top and slowly working its way down. In the end result, like it's really effective, and that should be good. I am going to have to clean this though. So, yeah, that's going to be our close up for the sea bear. And we have his swim. Gosh, it's all coming together. Oh my god, dude, this is gonna make this is gonna make a lot of people happy. This is gonna make a lot of people happy. All right, I've got to clean this. All gonna come on off. This stuff still looks good. I feel like I just put it back in the container. I have Q-tips too. I'm gonna use that. Oh, that was intense. Oh. Yeah, I do wish that I'd like film this last though, because now I have to like change the camera setup again. Maybe while I have the zoom lens on, maybe I'll do that last shot of the sea bear where he like looks down at the circle, the sea bear circle. Want to get this nice and dry. It's very, very easy to work with stuff. I hand it to it. Good job. What is it? Clear ice ultra hold? Yeah. Styling protein styling gel. So I got to go soon, but I feel I'm gonna take a look at like at least figure out what the next shot is gonna be. Nice. That shit's so cool. It's so cool. So there's that close up. And then what else do we got? Fortunately, a lot of the animations like repeated. Also, the sea bear's like on screen for only when he's like going to attack, which is very brief. He's off screen during the attacks themselves, which makes my life way easier. Hmm. Oh, that's the swim. What does that look like when it's... Oh. Always looks a little bit weird when you flip it. It's not too bad. I forgot to check it though before I like flipped it to make sure the lighting kind of worked. It's not that bad. It's so much fun to watch. Okay, I think we're gonna need a close up for when he eyes down Squidward. Where the heck even is that? And I'm gonna make a note on the X sheet. Close up. Boom. And that's how many frames? Hmm. Yeah, so here's the thing. It's like I feel like while I have the camera like this, I'm gonna do this reaction shot where like Sea Bear looks down, sees the circle, then he like points at Squidward because we have the hand like right here. Probably zoom out a little bit. He'll do the point. Then he'll kind of maneuver his way off screen. Huh. Maybe can I like no the cam dang it. Hold on a second. Can I like move him all the way off? Okay, the rest can be done in post. But yeah, so I'll have him like he'll be little puppet show right now. So watch the animation view. You know, he's gonna come up to Squidward. Wait, hold on a second. He's gonna look at Squidward, then notice the circle, look down, come back up, look at Squidward. He'll do the point, start backing away, and that'll be the shot. Now here's the thing, so I have to go. Like, I don't know. Like, I think for this next shot, like, even though it's not like super long, I don't want to have to rush it. I mean, we've been going for almost 3 hours, and we got some good progress. We got the shots, swim animation cycle. Sorry, I'm in a weird spot. Yeah. So we got the drooling shot. Wait, do I have a note there? Close up. Yeah, so we got his sea bear swim.
Squidward, are you okay?
Yeah, we got the swim cycle and we got the opening shot of the sea bear. That shouldn't be there. I'll leave it because otherwise they'll throw the timing off. That's great. So it's a strong start. It feels like we've been going for a while, but we haven't even gone for 3 hours. So you know what? I'm going to call this a win. We're supposed to be streaming tomorrow anyway at 7 p.m. regularly scheduled time, 7 p.m. EST. Now remember, when you guys leave, check out the link in the chat. I have it pinned. Go check out the interview if you want to learn about how I got started. And remember to drop a like on the article. Shout out to animeclay.com. We're going to be back really soon. We're going to continue our work on the Sea Bear. Thank you guys so much for joining. It's been an educational and messy experience. And I'm going to see you guys very soon. Take care, everyone. I'm going to call the stream here, and we'll be back really soon.